Alright, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are enjoying VIDMAS so far. I'm really enjoying it. I've had some great fun vlogging every day for you guys and letting you guys into my daily life a little bit more. Today we're doing my pan and everything update. I do these on like a quarterly basis and yeah, let's go. Who are not aware, this is a challenge I started a couple of years ago where I am basically going through everything I own makeup wise and trying to pan them if they are panable. So powders and like liquids and stuff like that don't count towards this, so it's only like pressed eyeshadows, blushes, bronzers and stuff. And the only categories in here include blush, bronzer, eyeshadow and highlighter. I can only have one in each and I'm going through every single item oldest to newest because that's how they are laid out in my spreadsheet, apart from my highlighters which are in a random order, so I always random generate the next one for that one. And if they are in a palette, I will randomly generate a number and select that number from that palette. And if a palette has already got a panned eyeshadow in it, then I can't obviously select that one, so I select another one to go with. So yeah, I have a few rules in place and the goal is essentially to get a pan everything. I'm still relatively towards the beginning of this. There's been one speed in here from like pretty much the beginning. So without further ado, let's get into my items, and if I forget anything, I will either edit it on the screen or put it in the comments or description below if I'm missing something. So the first item we have is this. This is a Lord & Berry blush in the shade Lotus. It looks like this right now. We have some definite rings. I for certain thought we were going to hit pan with this in this quarter, but unfortunately we have not. To be honest with you, I have worn makeup not as much this last quarter versus previous times. That's just how it's rolled. The rings on this are getting more and more prominent. I've used this 151 times since I rolled it into this project, which was in March 2022. So it's been over a year and a half now and we're still working on this blush. So blushes and bronzers I know are going to be like the hell of this project and they're going to just take forever, which I'm fine with. Maybe in the future I'll work on more than one at one time just to kind of make that faster, but for now we're just going to stick for one. Then next we're going to fast forward up until April 2023, and that is when I rolled in the bronzer. So obviously I have rolled out a couple of bronzers before landing on this one. This is a baked bronzer. This is Revolution Vivid Baked Bronzer in the shade Golden Days. Now as this is baked, it's going to take me a millennia to get through this. So at the moment, like honestly you can't even tell that I have used it much. Like maybe it's not as domed at the top, like it's flatter at the top, but there's no like dip as of yet. Nothing really showing that I'm anywhere near the bottom, unfortunately. So this is going to take such a long time and so much effort to get through and pan this. Half the time I'm wondering whether it was a good idea that I started this project, to be honest, because it's just going to take forever. The bronzer I have used 36 times since it was rolled in. Then we're moving on to July 2023 when I rolled in my next eyeshadow. This is by MAC. This is in the shade Shroom and we have a dip. Look at that, you can even see it when it's blurred. Eyeshadow I have used 55 times since I rolled it into the project. So yeah, look at that look at that deep. I think that this could be rolled out in the next quarter. So in the next time I do an update for this, probably in March, I think this will be rolled out and we'll be working on something else different by then, which is always a good thing. And then finally, I think this happened in the last quarter's update, but we've got the Belgian waffle by BH Cosmetics rolled in September, and I rolled in the shade Powdered Milk, which is this one here, literally the only one that's got like a lot of usage in it at this point. I have used this one 13 times and only since September, but I was working on a few other highlighters, so that did make this go a little bit slower, but I'm working on less highlighters now, so hopefully we'll get some faster progress with that. So that is the main update for what I've got rolled into my pan and everything. As always with this update, I always include bonus pans that I have reached within this quarter. Now, this quarter seems to have been super slow. I only have reached one bonus pan, and that was in my Blushed Nudes palette by Maybelline. And I hit pan on this shade here, I believe. It was either one of these two, but I'm fairly certain it was this one. I didn't put the number against it, but I'm fairly certain I hit pan on this one first. So I think it was this one that I hit pan on in the last quarter. Yeah, super stoked. I think I'm quite close to hitting pan on this one down here too, so that's quite exciting. That is my current update with my pan everything. I really enjoyed doing this project. I know it's going to take me a long time. I'm still quite far up at the top of my items to go through, so this is going to be years. You know, I quite like long-term challenges. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 18. No, day 17. Day 17. I can't count. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 17. Bye guys.